Hello everybody, I want to introduce myself. I'm Mark Puls. I'm a general surgeon from Alpena, Michigan. I've worked as a general surgeon here for 31 years and recently retired about a year ago. Now, we all know as surgeons that we're busy. We can work too much. You can really basically spend every waking hour on your job. And we also know that it's important that you can take a break once in a while, that you can recharge. It's important that everyone has a hobby that they like. And I want to talk today about my hobby, which is woodworking. Now, first I want to tell you why I love woodworking. I love to be able to come down in my basement here and close the door, and it's like I'm in my own little world. I make the dust fly, and all the problems of the world just sort of melt away. I enjoy it so much that I find that I actually get just physically excited knowing I'm coming downstairs to work in the wood shop. When I'm working on a project, I really love thinking about a problem, thinking about the next step. How will I get it done? I really enjoy visualizing in my head, what I need to accomplish and planning it out in my head, and then decide how I can get my hands to do what I see in my head. I think about, how can I use the tools that I have to get the job done that I need? How can I make that joint strong enough? I think about what will the next step be? And there's always constant thinking and activity, and you end up you don't think about anything else. It's like all the problems of the world just sort of melt away. It clears my head, and I find that relaxes me. When I'm down here working, I'm not a surgeon anymore. I'm plain old Mark Puls working down in the wood shop. And I've always found that getting down here refreshes and energizes me. When I was working, most of the time I would get down here at night after all the other work's done, and you're tired and you wonder how much you're going to get done, but you get active, you get moving around, and your mind goes 100 miles an hour, and you don't want to quit. But woodworking is something you can really do all your life. You could do this in a wheelchair if you wanted to. And I think also woodworking can really be a good transition into retirement. Ever since I was a kid, I loved building things, and I learned a lot from my dad, watching him fix things and build things around the house. When I was in junior high and high school, I would take as many shop classes as I could, and knew that someday I would want to do something like this. I've learned through the years that I really have a need to build and create and work with my hands. I really believe that surgeons have a certain amount of creative and artistic nature in them. When you think about hand sewing an anastomosis together, or sewing a patch on a carotid endarterectomy, that takes some creative and artistic ability, and that can certainly be used in woodworking when you're designing furniture or planning what colors of wood to get things to look the way you want to. I'm no pro at this. There's many other better woodworkers, but if I can do it, you can do it. So in conclusion, I would just like to say that, as surgeons, I really believe we have the greatest job in the world. But even so, you need to be able to step away from it. You need to be able to find a way to turn off life's problems and get yourself off into a different world. And you need to have something that you can easily get to, that you look forward to doing. And we know that you can be a better surgeon, you can be a better person, a better father, a better spouse, if you have a hobby that you love, that you're passionate about, something that makes you physically excited. It'll make you a better person. Thank you for listening.